just came to see you'd never do that to me, would you, baby? Being around you is all I see, is what I want to do. We ought to stay together, loving you weather, times of good, bad, happiness, and come on, let's stay together, loving you weather.
Girl, to be with you is my favorite thing. And I can't wait till I see you again. Yeah. I wanna put on my boogie shoes, just boogie with you. Yeah. I wanna put on my boogie shoes, just boogie with you. I wanna do until the sun comes up. Oh yeah. I wanna do until I can't get enough. Yeah. I wanna put on my boogie shoes, just boogie with you. I wanna put on my boogie shoes, just boogie with you. Boogie down. I wanna put on my boogie shoes, just boogie with you. Yeah. I wanna put on my boogie shoes, just boogie with you. Yeah.
All right, go ahead in the chat. Tell me what number you calculated for number one. What is the rate in the United States for deaths per 100,000? Our African number was 8.3. What is our number for the United States? Go ahead directly to me in the chat. Give that to me now, please. If you don't know, just tell me you don't know. Give me something. Please.
I wanna put on my boogie shoes, just boogie with you. I wanna put on my boogie shoes, just boogie with you. Yeah.
Look at all the steps I did earlier. Some of you are close.
Oh, girl, I'd be in trouble if you left me now. 'Cause I don't know where to look for love. I just don't know how. Oh, girl, how I depend on you to give me love.
Okay, I guess I better start teaching and stop lip syncing, although that is. All right, so you to get the deaths per 100,000, you got to take the deaths and divide it by the population. So let's do that. Let me share first. Oh, almost did that last period. There we go. So let's see. So the deaths, we got to put the deaths over the population for the US. We had 535. As of yesterday, when I checked, that is our number of deaths. And we have 328 million people in our country, also as of yesterday. Population for people. Oh, and you guys are doing great. Those of you that are giving it a shot, gave me some numbers. As long as you're working, you're trying, you're throwing these numbers around, you're making effort, that's what's important. Okay, that's what we're here to do, is just to give it a shot, learn, and that's what it's all about. So if you take 535,000 and divide it by 328 million, you get another small number, zero, a decimal, 1631. We'll stop it right about there. So that's deaths per person. So for every one person, you're going to have 0.001 deaths. So that's basically, again, kind of your risk rate. So in order to figure out the deaths per 100,000, what we need to do is take this deaths per person, which is 0.001631, and multiply it by 100,000. And when we do that, we're basically we're moving the decimal place over 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We get 163 deaths per 100,000 people. So that is our answer. And look at that, compared to Africa, they have 8.3 deaths per 100,000. We have 163. So just think about, that is a really huge difference. If we were to graph that difference, let's graph that difference. Actually, let me second. So if we did a graph, say up here is 200, there is 100, and we did the graph for the United States, 163, it would be about right here. That's our deaths per 100,000 for the USA. If we did Africa, theirs would be about right here. So if we graphed it, this is your chance, dying in the USA is right there. This is your chance of dying in Africa. That's a much smaller risk. We look at right there, like, wow, they have a lot fewer deaths than we have. So right now, I want you to go ahead and, why is that? Remember, on first glance, we might expect there to be more deaths in Africa. In general, it's not, they don't have as much money, each nation as us. The medical care, overall, there's fewer hospitals. So why is it we have so much more death in Africa? Go ahead and tell me your thoughts directly in the chat, please.
I got a guilty face. Girl, I feel so out of place. Oh, yeah.
All right, thanks. You putting your ideas in there. Some of the ideas I got were basically about people in the US being more ignorant, right, and not wearing their masks. So maybe, in Africa has had experience with serious diseases like Ebola before. And we noticed in China and South Korea, they did a better job at controlling the virus because they understood, they recognized the danger of it a lot faster than we did in the United States. So we'll say other countries recognized the danger of COVID earlier than the US did, and then maybe took precautions. That could be part of it. So let's put that down. Other countries, because remember, Africa is 54 different countries. You see all these different colors, different lines. Those are all different countries. They all have different leaders, styles of government, forms of government. So it's not one main country, Africa. A lot of people, well-educated people, talk about Africa as being one country, but it is many, many different countries, and way more countries than North and South America combined, and therefore a very diverse continent. So other countries, took the threat of COVID more seriously. So that's kind of summarizing what a lot of people were telling me in the chat. So the countries taking the threat seriously and then mobilizing the population. Still, we have like we in the United States, we have governors of states right now who have basically said you don't have to wear a mask anymore, like everything is over, which is so dangerous. I just can't believe it. Well, I can believe it, but people in this country let their like political views cloud their judgment all the time, and ignore facts over. But people in other countries do that too. We tend to do it more so than other countries, though. So that could be one of the reasons. But the primary thing, I want you to tell me in the chat, what do you think the average age is of a person living in the United States? Tell me in the chat, what do you think the average person's age? Take all the people living in the United States right now. What's the average age? In the chat, just give me a number. What do you think it is? Take a guess. I'm curious to hear what you think. Just the average age of somebody in the United States. What would that be? What do you think? Average age of somebody living in the United States right now. All right, so average age USA is, wait for it, it's 38 years old. Okay, 38 years. Average person right now in the United States is 38. Go ahead, tell me, what do you think it is for Africa right now? Take all the people in Africa that are living on the continent right now. What is their average age? What's the average age for an African? Somebody living in Africa. Somebody living in Africa. What is their age? All right. The average age of somebody in Africa is 20 years old. Pretty big difference, huh? So probably the death rate is due to the fact that you're much more likely to die if you're older. So we'll say older people. So older people are more likely to die from COVID. Since Africa doesn't have as many older people, probably that explains the reduced death rate. So Africa has, let's see. We'll say Africa has a younger population that's more resistant to dying from COVID. Has a much younger population. Which is less likely to die. All right. Okay. So go ahead and tell me for mindfulness this week, what is your favorite era of clothing style? 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s. Don't put the current one. Pick some from the past. All right. So, or maybe it's like the 1800s. I don't know. Go ahead and tell me what your favorite style era is. Your favorite style. 90s goth. I like that. That was my high school. I remember that in high school. I graduated in 93, that the goth look in 90s. Yeah, I see a lot of 90s. Yeah. Yeah, far back as you want to go. Go back to 9th century. It's fine. No limits here. I can't really think of past like, I don't know, 1500s, whatever. I don't know. Anime. Mhm. 70s. There we go. When I was a kid, people were really into 60s. That was like the cool thing, the 60s, which was my parents' era. So your parents probably 80s, 90s, be my guess. So that's interesting. A lot of you like the 80s, 90s, which would be your parents. So you're turning into your mom and dad. You don't even know it. I don't know why that is. It's just like the 20, 30 years later. Yeah, don't worry, you won't be. But it's funny how that's true, though, about liking the styles from your parents' day. Stealthy. All right, so go ahead, turn in your warm up, get everything fixed up, all your info on there. What we're gonna do today, I'm gonna put you back in your breakout rooms, and we want to finish up your slides. We want to finish up the slides today. Okay. Trying to think. We're not gonna, I think I put in, let me check, let me change my share here. Okay, so I put in video audio submission for PSA slides, but I'm going to change that to we're going to do that next Tuesday. I want to check over your slides really well to make sure they look, good to go. The information is solid. And then on Tuesday, I'll give you time in class to do your video audio presentation. You're going to record yourself, hopefully on video. That would be really cool, or audio describing, talking about your slides. That's how we're going to do the presentation part of it. So today, our goal is going to be to finish up slides. So on Tuesday, we can record. So what I'll be doing is I'll be coming into your different breakout rooms and just talking about your slides to the group. So I'm going to get your breakout rooms ready right now. Go ahead, open up your slides at this time after you've done the warm up and work on those. Yeah. Remember, if other people aren't working, I went, my last period, it was a group of 6. I went to the room, only 2 people were even in the room because the other 4 didn't even join. And those other 4 weren't even on the slide. It was only the 2 students. So don't worry. I understand that sucks that not everybody contributes, but that's always the case with group projects. You always have people that don't do anything or do very little, but don't let that get you down. It doesn't get me down. I know that, whatever work you do, you are going to get credit for. So don't worry about your grades suffering because, other people in your group aren't doing as much as they should be doing. So just keep doing your own thing, and you'll do just fine. Although I think some students have gotten marked down because their group did do a good job. So I understand the concern. So let me know any other questions you have. Let me know in the chat. Should have the groups formed about 2 minutes. I should have that ready to go. Probably 3 minutes.
Something told me it was over. When I saw you and her talking, something deep down in my soul said, cry, girl. When I saw you and that girl walking down, ooh, I would rather go blind, boy, than to see you walk away from me, child. Ooh. So you see, I love you so much that I don't want to watch you leave me, babe. Most of all, I just don't wanna be free, no.
All right, the rooms are open, so please join your room and continue to work on your slide. I will be entering your room shortly to talk about your progress on the slide and any pointers that I have.